Hello everyone, Damien back here for a video in Path of Exile's 3.17 Archnemesis League. Yep, I don't like to say Archnemesis. I think it sounds funny. So I say Archnemesis like you would say an archangel, not an archangel. So to me it's Archnemesis. Okay, that being said, let's start this video. So as you probably saw, I didn't post any videos for a long time. I mean, a long time, like, 10 days or something like that. Yeah, it's because I chose to play the game because, uploading a video every day will take around 2 hours to do. And I wanted to switch to Elemental Hit Raider as soon as I could. So instead of spending 2 hours making videos, I decided to just take that time to farm. And since after day 3, I was day 3 or day 4? Oh, day 4. I was back at work, so I didn't have as much time to play. So that's why you didn't see any videos until now. I took a little break today because I already switched to Elemental Hit Raider and I'm able to clear the endgame with it. So, there is not such a, I'm not such in a hurry anymore. So to summarize my journey so far, I started, as you saw on day 1, I started with Necromancer Carrion Golem. On day 2, I got my Animate Guardian. On day 3, I got my Awaken Gems and my Enlighten. And on day 4, I got them to level 5 and Enlighten to level 3. Yeah, I didn't want to wait until they level up by themselves because I didn't want to spend too much time on my current Golem build. The goal was to switch, so I bought some Face Store lenses and I bought some Torah on TFT, from Betrayal. They give 200 million XP for a gem. So I think in total I spent around 30 maybe exalted orbs on this build. I could have saved a lot of money by just leveling the gems by myself. I think I spent like 4 to 5 eggs just leveling my gems or something like that. But I just wanted to be fast and efficient, so it's what I did. At first, I didn't have my Enlighten, so I didn't have enough mana. So what I did is I couldn't use this jewel. Instead, I took some points here to give me more mana. So my Chaos Rays was not at 86, it was at 83. And then as soon as I got my Enlighten, I got rid of these points. I did another jewel, and then I was okay. So what you're seeing here is the final version of my Carrion Golem build, just before switching. And I can only show you the POB because I already sold all of the gear. So my character right now is naked. It was at level 93. And this is the full build before switching to Elemental Hit Raider. I was at around 8.4 million DPS. And it cost me around 30 eggs. You can probably get this build for cheaper if you level up the gems by yourself and if you are a little bit slower, because I think that a lot of the items are now cheaper than they were in the first week. Like Summon Carrion Golem, I paid 1x for that. Now it's like 70C. All the Awaken gems are a little bit cheaper now. Of course, not if you take them at level 5. They will still be expensive, but the helmet that I crafted cost me around 6 eggs, 6 exalted orb for that, but now you can have it for cheaper. Yeah, pretty much everything is cheaper now, so yeah, you can probably make the same build for like 20 eggs, something like that. Okay, so this was the final build, and I'm not going to talk too much about it, too much more about it, because you can see the journey through the videos, the showcase that I posted. There is a bunch of videos about this build, all of the bosses that I wanted to kill. I think with this build there is only one invitation that I couldn't do. Oh no, actually there are 2 or 3 invitations that I didn't do. 2 because I didn't try. I didn't care too much, and 1 because I failed. I failed the Forgotten, so all of Synthesis bosses. I failed this one. I think it's because physical damage reduction is a little bit low in this build, so they hit hard. I didn't do the Feared, and I didn't do the Breach Lords because I know I don't think I can do the Breach Lords with this build. I mean, I'm not sure. Because this build has some weaknesses, which is it's not immune to elemental elements, and the physical damage reduction is a little bit low. If the phys reduction was at 90% and it was immune to elemental element, it will be a lot tankier. In order to do that, you can change the boots. You can have boots with, like, I think Grimro posted a video. You can have boots with like up to 50 or 60% element immunity, and then you can add the rest on your body armor and your gloves, I think, and then you go to 100. Yeah, so that's one way. If you want to take this build further, you can also check Ethan's channel. You probably need +1 or +2 level of gems here. You probably as well need some level of gems on your amulet. I mean, there's lots of things you can do to make this build better, but I didn't want to, so I stopped here. Like I said I would. Okay, and next I'm going to talk about my elemental hit raider. For that, I will see you in game, and see you soon. Alright, and we are back into the game to talk about my elemental hit raider build. Let's put that to D&D first. Clear. Alright, so this league I decided to switch to elemental hit raider a lot earlier than I usually do, which means I had to sell all of the gear from my Necromancer Carrion Golem because I didn't have enough currency to make the build strong enough, which means before starting my elemental hit raider build, I had to make sure that I could clear at least T16 maps. If there are some bosses that I couldn't run, I could still do it later, it wouldn't be a problem, but clearing T16 maps was mandatory, as long as doing some harvest, because this is what I like to farm. So harvest and betrayal are things that I also wanted to be able to farm with this build. So I spent a lot of time and currency to craft some items to make the build strong. As soon as I reached a higher a level, which I would say was high enough, I started the build with already 5.5 million DPS on single target. So yeah, that was good enough to do tier 16 maps. Anyway, so the first item I created was this bow. I fractured it. It took me 4 tries. The other 3 are all here. So this one, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Each attempts cost me 10 exalted orbs. So in total, just to fracture the bow, I spent around 40 exalted orbs, and then it took me another 10 to finish crafting it. So in total, this bow is like more than half of a budget on this character, which is around 100 exalted orbs. And this is not the highest DPS bow. I can make another one, but it's not really worth it because it's a lot harder to make. I had a chance to make it, and one part of the process failed, so then I made this one. And I checked with last league, it was only like 2 million more DPS, so 45 or 47 is not a big difference, so this one is going to be good enough for now. I also prepared this ring. I also edgelinged it, so unveiled. Unfortunately, I got cold and chaos stress, which is not bad, but I wanted attributes. I bought this one. I bought the helm. I bought the gloves. I bought the boots, which are extremely cheap, and I made this chest. I didn't have increased maximum life, I only had +1 curse and the suffixes. I got increased maximum life yesterday and it's not what I wanted. I wanted to have a chance to avoid elemental ailment, to be immune, but something went wrong on the unveil. I didn't get the mod I wanted, so I have to recraft this. I mean recraft the prefixes, not the suffixes. For this quiver, I dropped it like this. It was veiled, and when I unveiled, I got global crit chance and LA damage with crit, so which is super nice. If it had +1 arrow, which is going to be one upgrade, it would have been perfect, but you know, it's a pretty decent quiver to start with, and you know, which I got for free. So on this character right now, in the POB we can see that I am at roughly 8.7 million DPS on single target. I started with less than that, around 5. And you can see when I killed the Black Star, like I don't know which one of the new bosses, I hadn't taken this node here, so I was missing a lot of DPS. See, if I take this node out, I go from 1.7 to 6.6, so I lose 2 million DPS, which is huge. I only figured out a little bit later after the fight, but I killed it anyway, so it's okay. So yeah, spell suppression is at 70. Immune to elemental ailment is also at 70, and my chaos is in the minus. So these are the things I want to change first. Being immune to elemental elements is going to be super nice for survivability and spell as well, spell suppression. And then I will want to change these boots because although they are nice, they give 1 frenzy charge and a lot more evasion and speed basically for free because these boots are like 2C. But the problem is that when you are not shooting monsters, you are very slow. You don't have any movement speed on your boots, and I don't like it. I want to be fast all the time because sometimes when you fight bosses, you don't have any frenzy charges like this. I only have 1. And you know, during the transition phases, during Sirus or Maven, you walk very slowly, and that's not good. All of these fights are a lot easier if you walk fast. You can dodge, you can, you know, change position extremely efficiently, so it's much better. So these are going to be my next upgrades: elemental immunity on the chest, crafting the boots with elevated tailwind, you know, onslaught, all the good stuff, and then changing the gloves so I will be immune to elemental elements, and my spell suppression will be at 100%. So the way I leveled up this character, I leveled up with Holopalm, then I switched, you will see an Act 10 Kitava kill with Holopalm, then I switched to Elemental Hit, but like the very low version, no DPS, and it wasn't very good because I wanted to get to level 70 in order to be able to wear this bow. You need to be level 70. Now it's 80, but it's just because of this gem, which I dropped. So you see 72 again because one gem is level 21. So here we go, 70. I wanted to equip that bow before going into 5 ways, and I couldn't do it. So I did some Blood Aqueduct to get to 70. So it was a few levels of Blood Aqueduct. It was quite fast. You will see I also have one run in the showcase later. And then once I reached level 70, I was able to equip this bow and some other stuff, get all my gems to level 20, and then I just jumped into 5-way. I only spent 2 exalted orbs for 5 runs, and you will see how many levels I'm gonna get from level 70. I think it was well worth it, especially because it also unlocked my 5th slot here, so if I want to do some juice maps, I can do it. So with this character I can clear T16 maps, of course I hope so, you know, for 100x budget. I killed Sirus, I can basically do all of the endgame quite easily. I don't know if I could do Maven or some big bosses like that. Maybe I can do that a little bit later when I have more DPS. But you know, I want to map with this character anyway. I don't want to do bosses. As you can see, before with my Carrion Golem, I had taken all of the nodes around here, all of the Maven nodes, but I'm not doing this anymore. I'm running this guy with strong boxes and other stuff, so I don't need to kill bosses right now. Maybe later I will go back to it. This gem wants to get to level 20. Yeah, I think it's good. Let's just do that. Yep, and that's pretty much it. I will post more videos about the upgrades I make and how it feels like. And that's it. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
Flimsy falsehood that holds the crashing truth of hopelessness
and not before.
This aligns. Behold.
still. It will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. My collection. Stand still. A cascade of pain. Stand still. Cascade of pain. Stand still. The prettiest peace makes the whole. Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Stand still. Take this. The prettiest piece makes the whole complete. Cascade of pain.
You must enjoy our contests, for it continues to play. You and I shall do this again soon.
Children are capricious, Nomad. Be warned.
The prize piece comes to join.
tenfold. Space aligns.
Scurry, scurry. Stand still. Cascade of pain. Stand still. Death will not be escaped. Scurry, scurry. Stand still.
Just enjoy our contests, for it continues.
Did you really think this would work?
Please, we want to help you. Don't do anything hasty.
Destroying you is as easy as flicking a pest.
Kirak,
How boring and small.
You want the Atlas? Take it. It's yours. But Orith, I will burn to the ground.
Perhaps the suffering of my fellow citizens will finally stir some. What's this? A real challenge? You finally caught my attention.
This city is nothing.
The others found strength in their projections. They became reliant on it.
This city is nothing.
Life is really interesting enough to warrant
this one for me, my champion.
Foolish Maven, come to feed here, champion. Slaughter. Crush. Hunger. Digestion.
Did you really think this would work?
Sirus, please, we want to help you. Don't do anything hasty.
Destroying you is as easy as flicking a pest.
No!
Donna!
Kirak!
How boring and small.
You want the Atlas? Take it. It's yours. But Orith, I will burn to the ground.
Perhaps the suffering of my fellow citizens will finally stir some. What's this? A real challenge? You've finally caught my attention. became reliant on me. Not really interesting enough to warrant all this pain.